This is MixedNerds, and today we're going to be playing Hustle Cat, which is a game that Anna wanted to play.
Yeah, so my predictions for this game is that we are in a gang of cats and we are trying to con other cats into giving us their money, or I guess their equivalent of their money. So like yarn and like milk and I don't know, catnip.
Whoopee things.
Yeah. So I know nothing about the game.
I told you a little bit about it, otherwise you wouldn't have picked it.
Right. We know we know there's a dating sort of simulator potentially. So perhaps we also find love in our attempt to con other cats out of their money.
Love which slowly rotates.
One can hope. Let's start. We can select our photo.
Since we get a choice of pronouns, since we are, mixed male-female group and they include they, should we be a they?
We could be a they.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging the top middle one.
Me too.
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can see a little bit from
management, nutrition consumption, mean curation, and 12 words per minute.
Oh, that's very sad.
I also enjoy degree. Yeah.
That's what I have.
Yeah, I do have a degree.
It's certainly there.
I would be fine with Ben voicing Avery.
I have a degree Fahrenheit and a degree Celsius.
Oh boy. I also like that your address is pending. You just live in a cardboard box.
The cardboard box is still being shipped.
Oh.
But then we can share it with all our cat friends.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Perfect.
Hey, that's me.
Yep.
Or
I don't someone.
We could all take turns being the main character.
That sounds confusing. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. How do you know what drowning in bread dough feels like? My spine pops.
I've done it before.
All the time. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bed dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass and the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple of things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Oh, you. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helps talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump as I realize what it is. Is it a cat?
Yes.
Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. Someone lives in a box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. This little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell when he's looking, or where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to be my cat?
I secretly want Laura to be Mochi.
That was not a well-kept secret.
Give me Mochi. I love Mochi already.
Oh.
Wow.
I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up to, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's List open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one? Nah, that's just another cat video. They're all cat videos. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that.
With a lot of patience and a lot of glue.
Oh.
Yes, that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I have neither patience nor glue. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comments section proofreader. I would take that job. Fundraiser street team intern, unpaid.
God. It's too real again. Why do we keep playing all these too real
Real.
games?
Hits me in the heart.
Well, Tally Ho wasn't close to our real lives.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully Discourse wasn't. And I really hope Count Lucanor wasn't. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away.
I know that feeling.
Oh. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Take Mochi with you.
Take me.
When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still living a small-town life in the city, I guess. Whatever, I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot, too, but that's half the fun, right?
Oh.
I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. Is it a cat?
A cat's paw.
A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Moochie.
Yay.
Aw.
As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows.
Oh my god, is this a cat cafe?
It's a cafe. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring. Inquire within."
Oh, that's a scary notice.
And what they don't say is that they're just hiring unpaid interns who also need experience of being interns previously to get the intern job.
At least 5 years as
Yep.
intern work required.
I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I hear sirens.
That's
That's
on
just
my
the
end.
ambience of
Oh.
the game.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess you're in the city, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window.
Aw.
It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in the restaurant, but whatever. I like cats.
That dumb mochi.
Yeah, you just called your cat dumb.
I like dumb. Dumb is good. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open.
Thank you for the sound effects.
Oh, there's a bunch of cats. One of the cats is reading a book.
Or at least sitting on it. It doesn't look like it's actually open.
I like the Lion King sing happening in the left middle.
You mean
Are you
this?
sure that's
Yeah.
what's going on?
Oh,
This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like, with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I've barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Simba.
oh. um. Who would like to be this character who we don't have an image for yet?
Welcome. Please sit wherever you'd like.
I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually... I start as the source of the voice looms into view, He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides.
I guess I'm this guy. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'd be happy to give you a tour.
His eyes are gentle. I bet he's one of the people who could be the love of my life.
Because that's what you think when you first meet someone.
Yeah, totally normal thoughts.
I'd be lying if I'd say I've never thought that before. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious.
Oh, our first choice.
I mean, I want to know more about this place.
Yeah, I mean, we can...
Screw the job.
I assume we get the job anyway, or it's not much of a game.
Yeah, or we like segue into it. I don't know, I feel like it'd be rude to be like, I don't want to hear about the cafe, even though I would want to hear about it if I were actually interested in the job.
Yeah, because
it's probably a way to seem more like you're actually into the job.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's probably good to learn a little bit about a place before applying.
Yeah. Since you like
You
literally
have to
never
pretend to
heard
be a
of it
cat.
before. Yeah.
You get
Also-
fed and cat food.
Also, just get it given the fact that we might be in love with this person.
Maybe. We don't
Possibly.
know yet.
I'm just gonna assume that about everyone we meet who
Oh,
looks like they
okay.
could possibly, or even doesn't look like they could possibly be an option.
Just
Oh man,
any-
is Mochi an option?
Anyone with a character sprite.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, that's great.
He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I'd think of as a cat person.
My name is Landry.
I thought that said laundry.
Could be laundry. My cat likes to sit in like just like the warm laundry. Just interrupt if you have any questions.
Excuse me, I have a question about your name.
You got it, laundry. I'm Avery.
Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization.
They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all.
We do everything we can to make them comfortable.
Just-
I
Is
love
that
that
one?
one.
Is the black cat glaring at the orange cat there?
Like, that's my spot. And the orange one's like, no, I'm not going to move. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. Food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie personally.
Maybe I can fall in love with the chef too. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here.
Well, it's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it.
Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now.
Oh,
His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. What is that expression?
we are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? Really good with cats, man.
My own, who's really dumb.
No, I'm really good with my dumb cat, too. Yeah, I'm really good with dumb cats.
Just the dumb ones, though.
Smart cats tend to outsmart me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in real life, you usually don't start flirting with someone the first time you meet them.
Okay,
Right.
I'm really good with cats.
Yeah, because otherwise, the other one could be creepy.
Too much. Too much.
Aw, I love Avery's little smile.
I just can never tell in visual novels whether you're actually supposed to be a creep. Well, I'm really good with dumb cats. I've got a lot of practice with them since my dumb cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out.
At first, I thought you were going to say, since my cat's so dumb.
That too!
Feel so bad.
I
for
bet I
Marge.
could do a dumb
Yeah.
job helping out.
Well, that's a good start at least. There's more to this job than just playing with the cats, though.
Aw, dang, that's all I'm good at.
Of course, I just mean, liking dumb cats is definitely gonna help, right?
It's definitely a job requirement. Okay. I'll get the owner and you can talk to him about it. Why don't you have a seat while I go see if he's available?
Avery leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business, after all. I will do my serious business face.
Do you like coffee? Would you like some?
I hate coffee. Oh, that would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please.
Oh, that just sounds like sweetened milk.
That sounds gross.
He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look.
You're ruining our vibe, Avery.
I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. For a second, I thought that... I was thinking, that's the manager? He
It's
said he'd
me,
bring the
surprise!
manager.
You thought the mug was the manager?
It was just like, I don't know what was going on in my head.
Oh,
I just
thought you meant
remembered he was
Landry,
bringing
not
the manager.
mug? That makes even less sense.
I just remembered he was bringing the manager, so I was just reading it like reappears bringing the manager, and I was like, this doesn't sound like a manager.
Here you go. Right.
Our manager's a cup of coffee.
I think I need more sleep or something.
Nice.
Or more coffee.
The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly paces them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. So, I said to the mug, I'm really interested in this position. Could you tell me more about the workplace and what would be expected from...
And are there
Why is
any
the-
benefits?
The coffee just stares back at you silently.
Landry also stares at you judgmentally.
I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it.
Oh no, it looks perfect. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it.
You have excellent taste.
Oh my god.
I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. I could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows.
Perfect.
I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person.
Anna, do you want to do like a small mew?
Sure. Mew.
Okay, not what I was expecting, but that works.
Oh, maybe that's the one with the Mufasa voice. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about dumb coffee. Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. Oh good, it's my mug!
Finally, my coffee.
This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery.
Oh, his eyes are different colors.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like? I've never seen. Ah. His eyes, they're two different colors.
Yeah, we already noticed that, Avery.
Keep up, Avery. This is why Avery can only keep up with the dumb cats.
Yeah.
Ew.
I can't focus on both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Which one am I
Is that-
supposed to look
is
at?
it, heterochromia?
Yeah,
Right? Yes.
yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
just say I win very quietly?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like hetero different and then like, you know, chrome.
Different chrome.
Well, like the chromosphere.
I get it, but it's just funny to leave it at different chrome. It's like, I think that's called Firefox.
Oh. My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look?
Probably just genetic, dude.
Or like if one of the eyes got injured, that can happen also.
Okay, this guy, me or Laura?
I
I'm
vote.
feeling kind of Laura-ish.
I was gonna say I vote Laura. It just seems like a Laura character.
I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this.
Huh?
He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Ooh, Edgar Allan Poe?
That. I think I'm in love with you too.
Avery's face.
Excuse me?
It's kind of like, nice to meet you too, dude.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh, good guess.
Called it.
Telltale heart. You were looking at my eye. kids. Didn't you read that in high school?
Right in this.
I think I read it in college.
You little kid.
It's called eye contact. It's what you do when you want to be polite.
That's what they tell me anyway.
Well, yeah, but
Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans.
he's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this.
What? He seems great.
Date him, sure. Spend the rest of my life with him, sure, but I don't want to work for him. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got at least some good taste hidden in there.
Edgar Allan Poe is in good taste.
Yes.
Who's Edgar Allan Poe? Is that what the cat to the left is reading?
The cat's just like, meow.
It almost looks like it's thinking of chewing on that book, actually.
Just
Oh.
like, wait for them to look away and then sweet, succulent pages.
Would I need to know that to get a job here?
I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor.
The cat's like, oh, it's my chance. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony.
Vanished.
I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case.
Those are some pretty nice looking cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd eat those.
I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here.
Hayes, will you get us some coffee?
Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup.
Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it.
But I don't actually like coffee.
Too bad.
That's kind of like a difficult thing to say if you're going to be working in a cafe. It's like, oh, I don't actually like coffee.
I don't think I met Hayes.
You may have. You might not know yet.
What does that mean?
Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me.
Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us.
No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd.
Just look at him.
I take the seat across from him.
Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee.
Okay. I really, really don't like it.
You can talk, of course. I meant the interview.
Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blond man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! It's the other person I'm in love with.
Aw, look, he's so tiny.
I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't see anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. Maybe I
His
should.
name is Graves.
This is true.
Maybe I should claim to be a ghost and see if it helps my resume.
You didn't
Experience.
even bring a resume.
Experience: 5 years of haunting an abandoned manor. 50 years of haunting a lighthouse.
That's a pretty impressive resume for a ghost.
600 years of haunting a battlefield. He looks terrified by me saying that. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves.
Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug.
He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you.
Of course. I thought you just wanted all the coffee to yourself, sir.
That's what you always want.
Not today.
Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond. But such a millisecond.
Oh no.
Before
Look away, Avery.
Before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. Maybe it's a cat eating a book.
Just like tearing it. You hear tearing sounds as you sip your coffee.
He pushes the cup toward me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink.
Perfect. As always. I don't know what I did without your coffee.
It's nothing special, really.
He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse.
If that's all, I'll go back to the cats.
Hmm?
That's fine.
He looks so socially anxious. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja.
I'm sure he'd be adept at killing people, as ninja are wont to do.
I look down at the coffie and see a sleepy
my
cat face
God.
staring up at me from the foam. Now I really don't want to drink it because it would...
Terrible.
Because I don't want to drink the cat.
Drink the cat.
Okay.
I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. I've seen latte art. Did Hayes really do this?
No, he put a real cat in there.
I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, which I don't, but it could really use some sugar and milk and just non-coffee.
Yeah, just like all the things. Put in all the other things and take out all the coffee and it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sugared milk.
maybe add some chocolate.
Yeah, make it into hot cocoa instead.
Yeah. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat.
Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat?
Dumb
That's a
cat.
red cat.
Oh,
Those cats are the stumpy little cats.
I also enjoy cats that look like they're wearing tuxedos.
Oh, my cat.
That is that.
Oh.
Dumb cat.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say
I
my
kinda-
cat. 'cause
I was
it's
gonna
cute.
say that too.
Yeah.
Dumb
Kind of
I'm
a
all-
cheesy answer, but
I'm also just tempted by cats that look like they're wearing tuxedos, but I think my cat.
Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers?
I can speak in cat.
I wait, igpe adenle.
Also,
Oh, and I speak whale.
also, it's like he didn't even
Well,
Yes.
he didn't even react to our answer. That seems a
he's
little.
just like, okay.
Yeah.
Speak the language of dance.
Is that Japanese?
Looks like it.
I don't know what it translates to, so I'm gonna go with no, because I don't see Avery speaking the language of dance.
Yeah.
You don't think
Oh,
Avery
I
can
kind of-
dance?
No.
I speak the language of dumb dance.
Just
Yeah,
like
perhaps if it was dumb dance.
dancing with cats or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards no.
I'm leaning towards no.
Okay, I'm getting 2 no's. Sorry, Ben.
What marine animal would you say best represents you?
Well, in real life, it's squid.
Girl.
Wait, dolphin? Butterfly? What is butterfly doing there? I think there's a swim stroke called the butterfly, but that doesn't really count.
Wanna go with orca because it's the most like a whale.
I heard orca, so
We're fierce.
I have no idea what the consequences of any of these are.
They're probably inconsequential. He's just like literally making up questions on the spot.
These are not good job interview questions. Like, how would you have you ever heard how would you feel if you got asked these questions at a job interview?
So weirded out.
I'd be very confused, but at the same time, just takes a bit of my time. It's like if I don't get the job. whatever.
I guess it's actually probably less stressful than a real question.
What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic?
Minimalism.
Classically working hard. Well, my work ethic is children sing along.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going for then?
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer.
Bad
11.
dude.
Well, like a 6, maybe?
Not an option, but there is 7.5.
Yeah, we could do 7.5.
Yeah, I like that. Safe. Draculas or teenage werewolves? Wolves.
I like the wolves.
Yeah, I like wolves.
I mean, that's just my bias. I generally prefer those. Oh, that's the joke?
Just kidding with that last one.
But not all
That-
the other ones.
That was the one that was the easiest decision.
Interesting. Good. I like interesting people.
He leans forward, praising me with this terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you?
You start tomorrow.
Huh? Wow, great, thank you.
Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, but I mean, I didn't like it anyway. And slinks.
You weren't finished looking at the cute cat latte
Oh,
art.
yeah. I didn't actually drink any of it.
Yeah, you're just staring at the cat the whole time.
As it, like, melts.
Yes.
Oh. Ed slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me.
This is where you sign your soul away to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I have to write it in my own blood?
Yes.
I guess it's slightly less creepy than having to write it in someone else's blood. So, what will my job be? This is not
how this works.
This is not a good way to run a business.
No.
To anyone watching this, this is not at all accurate or realistic.
I hope.
Or is it?
Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? Awesome. I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I had like 2 sips.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's still too much.
God. You're already, like, caffeine high.
Yeah.
I take the papers and skim them. It's something pretty much anywhere I see a regs on a line. What's it all for? Why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff. I don't know. I don't care. I've got a job.
She really is signing her life away.
I wish the papers back for today. And he hurriedly skips them off the table.
Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep.
My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk.
You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long.
That choice of words makes me suspicious. Okay. That's fine.
Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. To get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours.
Uh-oh. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever. Not my problem.
I get to play with cats now.
I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. Oh, the book is still there. Unless it's a new book.
You just haven't seen the underside of it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, they
That's
just
how-
flipped it over.
The cat is just hide. That's why the cat's holding it like that, to hide the...
So,
I'll see you tomorrow, coworker.
oh, congratulations. Starting to think, starting to be suspicious.
I just don't understand what this facial expression is.
You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in.
How many people work here? How many of them are romance options?
Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Finley, Mason, Reese.
I like those names.
That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them.
Are you in love with those names already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Finley, it's like so cute. It's like fins. Mason, it's like building
A jar.
something. And
It's like a job.
it's really cute. And then Reese, it's like... All I can think of is Reese Witherspoon.
I thought of Reese's Pieces.
Oh my gosh.
It's like an actress combined with a peanut butter cup.
It's the most talented peanut butter cup this world has ever seen.
It's in movies. It plays a peanut butter cup.
It gets eaten in Act 1, Scene 1.
It's a very moving performance. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then.
Great, see ya.
I guess we'll get to find out if our predictions are anything like the characters actually are.
You mean someone who has fins, someone who is a jar and or can build things, and a peanut butter cup that acts in movies.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure that's all very accurate.
I
Yay.
like how Avery never asked about, like, pay.
Oh yeah.
It's actually an unpaid internship.
Actually, you have to pay for the privilege to work there.
Oh.
Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job.
Whoa.
Date night?
Opening movie.
Ooh.
Hustle cat.
Extreme.
I wonder if Reese is in the movie.
Oh man, look at all those people.
Oh, hey, that does look like people.
Unlike mason jars and peanut butter cups.
Aw.
So that's Finley, okay.
Okay.
That's Landry, oh. He does look kind of like a peanut butter cup.
Mason. Yes.
Oh.
Whoa. That sounds like. Whoa.
And holding.
Atsolation. I tried.
I like it. It's all of us.
Oh man, strawberry.
Yeah.
I want. This is them in like their cat
Each of them
sonas.
has a cat, or each of them is a cat.
They're like their familiars.
So,